while they're just still on the ramp and not moving out. We'll see if Hart decides to do any drops, and he does have 4 Vikings on the field just to counter the Colossus. There are 3 Colossus on the field. These 4 Vikings, Hart will be needing probably a couple more Vikings just so that they can snipe the Colossus. Otherwise, with 4 Vikings, it's still very hard to kill 3 Colossus, especially with all these Stalkers on the field and the Sentry on the field. And once the Sentry uses the Guardian Shield, they'll take a lot less damage. But Hart does have 3 Ghosts on the field, and it looks like a nuke is ready for. And we do have a nuclear launch detected. And where's the nuke going right here? I believe the nuke is going right here in the middle. And here comes the engagement right now. Here comes the stem. These Colossus have thermal lance, and they're staying in the back, just killing everything. And these Vikings are trying to snipe the Colossus. They do snipe 1 Colossus right now, but and it looks like Huck is lost all his entire Stalker army, and these Vikings are still sniping out the Colossus, or these Vikings, not Colossus, sniping Colossus. But these Marauders are doing a lot of damage to Huck's army right now, and Huck pretty much just lost his entire army. Huck has to pull down these probes to try to kill, and these Colossus are trying to kill this new Colossus that spawned, but there's still 4 Vikings on the field, and these 4 Vikings will snipe that Colossus, and these Stalkers are trying to kill these Colossus kill these Vikings as fast as possible. But we do have these Marauders on the field, and Huck will hold off against this attack, and Huck did get the blink upgrade and kills out both medevacs, but we do have the reinforcement Marauder and Marine right here, and Huck is trying to micro his Stalkers right here, and looks like Huck should be able to hold off, and it will be 1-on-1 against Marauder and Stalker, and Marauder does win with some HP left. And Huck was able to hold that off, and here comes another nuke right on the back, and Huck sees it right away. This Ghost did not cloak, so Huck saw that right away, and here comes a nuke which will not be doing a lot of damage. I don't even know if it will even break the shield of this Nexus. And no, it does not even break the shield of the Nexus. It only damaged the assimilator, so not much going on. And we do see the Terran player Hart decides to move out again with his Marauder, but we do have High Templars on the field, and these High Templars will play a big role in the next engagement. Since these Marauders and Marines come and they stem these Psionic Storms will be doing a lot of damage, and looks like this Ghost was able to take out a lot of energy. And as you can see, Huck decides to just make some Archons right away, just because those High Templars lost all their energy from the EMP blast from Hart, and Hart did get up his 3rd expansion and a planetary fortress at the gold, so Hart will be definitely catching up in income count. And let's see the income, and as you can see, Hart is almost double the income of Huck, which will put Huck at a very large disadvantage right now. So we'll see if it will be pretty much just coming down to micro if Huck is able to storm at the right place and the right time against this Terran army, so that Huck can have an advantage. Otherwise, this Terran Hart is reinforcing his army quite a bit, and should be able to reinforce his army more consistently than Huck, since his income is still around 500 minerals above Huck, ahead of Huck right now. And let's see for upgrade. We do have 2 weapons upgraded for Huck, and 1 for the Terran player. And here comes there goes the factory. So we see, so the Hart sees exactly what the army is doing, and this pesky observer is still with the Terran army. So Huck knows exactly where Hart is going. So he is moving his army just to make sure that he can catch Hart out of position. And here we go. This will be the next engagement, and Hart stems. As you can see, Hart stems right away. The reason for that is he does not want these High Templars to feed back these medvacs, and we do have the EMP going off on these High Templars, and they run out of all their energies, and they have to morph into Archons right now. But we do have this one Stalker, and there are High Templars morphing in. These storms are perfect on the Marauders, and they are weakening these Marauders right away. One more storm, and all these Marauders will be pretty much dead. But Hart does snipe the Colossus and pretty much the entire army, aside from these reinforcements that are still coming in. And it looks like, are all the ghosts dead? No, there are still 3 ghosts on the field. I think these ghosts are just hiding somewhere and waiting for the right opportunity to EMP. As you can see, the ghost did EMP earlier, taking out all those High Templars energy right there. And as you can see, Huck right there, he feedbacks these ghosts and kills 1 ghost instantly. But 2 other ghosts are still alive, but they just run out of energy now. So we'll see what Huck can do against this. And this gold expansion is almost mined out. So, and we do have nukes still building on the way. And let's look at the army size right now. The army's supply count. Huck is very much have the lower hand. Has the disadvantage right now. The Terran player is at 137 supply, and Huck is only at 83 supply. Huck is at a huge disadvantage, but most of the Terran army supply is, I believe, they all are in medvacs. So he's got a very large Marauder heavy army, and Huck is trying to get his next gold expansion up. We do have a nuke going on right there, and the nuke will be here, and Huck does seize the nuke coming. He evacuates his probes and Psystorm, and the ghost is not there from the Psystorm, and the nuke does go down. Oh, but Huck loses these probes that were coming back from mining the gas. And here comes the next and here comes the other engagement, and Hart is definitely in the head right now. All his Marauders just took out Huck's entire army, which Huck did not have a lot. Mostly just consisted of Stalkers and High Templars, and he tried to morph into Archons, but all these Marauders are very effective against gateway units. So there you have it. Huck loses this game, and we have Hart wins for the Slayer clan. And I hope you guys enjoy this cast. I will be coming back with a few more casts, so stay tuned and please subscribe.